All right, today we're going to tackle BNB. You've probably heard of it, but it's so much more than just another digital coin. In a lot of ways, it's the central nervous system for one of the biggest ecosystems in all of crypto. So let's dive in and see what really makes it tick.
So, let's start with a big question. What if a crypto token was built for more than just sending and receiving payments? What if it was designed to be a tool, something that acts as the fuel, the access key, and even the security pass for a massive digital world? Well, that's exactly the idea behind BNB.
Okay, so first things first, let's get down to the basics. What is BNB really? We're going to look at how it went from being kind of like a simple discount coupon to the absolute backbone of an entire crypto ecosystem.
At its core, BNB is the native token for the whole Binance world. It got its start way back in 2017 with a really simple job, giving people a discount on their trading fees. But, and this is the important part, it didn't just stay there. It grew up fast and became the essential fuel for its very own blockchain, the BNB chain, which now supports thousands and thousands of apps and projects.
So we keep saying it powers this ecosystem, but what does that actually mean? What are the specific jobs BNB is doing every single second of every single day? Let's break it down.
When you really boil it all down, its purpose is crystal clear. It's not trying to be a million different things. It basically has three core jobs that make the entire network go.
And here they are. To really get it, think about how different cryptos have different roles, right? Bitcoin, kind of like digital gold. Its main job is to store value. Ethereum is like this giant world computer, while BNB's role is all about utility. First, it's the gas you use to pay for fees. Second, developers need it as the raw material to build and launch new applications. And third, it's what secures the network. People called validators lock up their own BNB to help verify transactions, and that's what keeps the whole thing running fast and smooth.
And this right here, this is the engine that makes it all possible. It's a system called Proof of Staked Authority, or POSA for short. Now, don't worry about the jargon. Just think of it like a hybrid model that's built for one thing: speed. And how does it do that? Well, by using a smaller, pre-approved group of validators, it can process transactions way faster than other networks. That's the secret sauce for keeping fees on the BNB chain so incredibly low.
So what does all that techie stuff mean for you, for the average person? Well, it translates directly into real things you can actually do. BNB is the currency you'd use for DeFi stuff, like lending or borrowing. It's what people use to buy and sell NFTs in gaming worlds. And it's the token you can earn as a reward just for helping to secure the network by staking.
All right, now this is where things get really, really unique. Let's talk about the money side of things, specifically its economic model, which is designed to make the token more scarce over time.
This was the starting line, 200 million. When BNB first launched, that was it. That was the maximum number of tokens that would ever exist. Or so we thought.
See, the plan was always to shrink that supply, and they do it through something called a token burn. A few times a year, a portion of BNB is permanently taken out of circulation. It's not just put in a vault, it's destroyed. It's like taking cash out of the economy and putting it through a shredder. It is never coming back.
And here's the end game. The goal is to keep doing this, to keep burning tokens, until that original 200 million is chopped right in half, leaving only 100 million BNB in existence permanently. It's what's called a deflationary mechanism, which is just a fancy way of saying it's designed to become more scarce as the ecosystem gets bigger.
Okay, but let's be real. No crypto is perfect, right? Nothing is without its challenges. So to get the complete picture, we gotta weigh the huge advantages against some of the potential risks.
This table really puts it all into perspective. On one side, you've got these massive advantages. Tons of utility, super low fees, that shrinking supply we just talked about. But look closely. Some of these are two sides of the same coin. That huge user base and high utility, that's a direct result of being tied so closely to Binance. And as you can see on the right, that's also its single biggest risk. Its reliance on one company also brings a ton of regulatory heat and, of course, fierce competition from other big blockchains.
And that brings us to a central criticism. To get that incredible speed and those low fees, a lot of people argue that the BNB chain fundamentally sacrifices some decentralization. This isn't just a small technical argument, it's one of the core philosophical trade-offs in the entire blockchain world, and it's right at the heart of the BNB ecosystem. So, after all that, what's the bottom line here? Let's lock in the key things you should remember from this whole explainer.
So if you remember one thing, remember this. BNB is less like a currency and more like a Swiss Army knife.
It's a utility token, defined by the many jobs it does. As we covered, its main gigs are paying fees, building apps, and securing the whole network. That token burn is designed to make it scarcer, and all of this fuels a huge network of real-world applications. It's a powerful case study for a token built for function, not just for speculation.
And we'll leave you with this question to chew on. The very thing that gives BNB its immense power, that unbreakable link to the world's largest crypto exchange, is also its greatest potential point of failure. So, is that connection its greatest strength or its ultimate vulnerability? That's the real question to consider. Thanks for joining us.